Well, we've been waiting for this. Hey guys, this is Jules with True Crime Reactions. Disclaimer, everything stated in this video is my opinion and my opinion only, and just like everything else in these cases we discuss here on this channel, everything is alleged. So you guys know that there was an in-camera review that was to be done by Judge John Judge in the Idaho case, where the state was going to be giving to the judge literally everything that they had when it came to the IGG information. I've actually had a couple of people ask what IGG actually stands for. And what it stands for is Investigative Genetic Genealogy. This is where the family tree that they are claiming sent them to Bryan Kohberger all the way across the country. That's where this came from. And we've been hearing for months and months now, the state basically claim that they really didn't have much from this. They didn't have anything. They didn't have any scientific paperwork. Nothing was really given to them from the FBI when it came to anything they could really hand over. I mean, they had like notes and stuff written down. It's basically just like me writing stuff down on a freaking Post-it. And of course, the defense side, Bryan Kohberger's team, has been questioning all of the paper trail when it comes to that IGG, as they should. Because the way that it's coming across to us, the public, is that until the IGG information came back to the FBI and they then called the police department in charge of all of this and told them what the results were, they didn't have their eyes on Bryan. No one knows who they were looking at. They were stalking other people, surveilling other people, which I guess surveilling is the legal way for the way that cops stalk people, right? And you remember there was like a cigarette butt that was taken all secretive and DNA testing was done on it, okay? There was some things happening. And the way that we've been told is that Othram is the one that originally had the information from the Idaho State Lab from what they were able to actually pull off of that knife sheath DNA. But then Othram was told, halt, stop everything, stop the presses, send everything over to the FBI, don't touch another damn thing. So now we have all these issues with the FBI actually handing over any sort of work or paper trail or work product in general over to the state. Now there was a deadline given by a state county judge, to the FBI about the deadline that he was basically giving the feds, okay, to hand over this information. Now, we can only assume that the feds actually did hand over something. I don't think, from what I can recall, that we got any sort of confirmation that any sort of information was actually received back from the feds. But the in-camera review has been going on for a minute now, and we also have the motion to dismiss being officially denied after the in-camera review was started. And then we heard that they wanted to start the trial in the summer, but we still hadn't heard anything about the in-camera review. And then the house got torn down, and then we still didn't hear anything about the in-camera review. Well, now we have an answer. All right, so these ones, the ones from 1/9, I posted a video on these sealed documents pretty late last night. I was actually having some issues with YouTube. YouTube's been giving me a bunch of drama. I had tried to post an update on Jennifer, the Dallas teacher's aide that went missing, whose remains were found. It was a case that I was really, really super interested in because I used to work in that area. I knew that area. I was on that road every single day for months and months and months and months. And I really wanted to know what was happening because the text messages that came in that were involved in that case were hella sketchy and just creepy and scary and all of the things, okay? Well, there was an arrest in that case yesterday. And I'm sorry for the rant. I'm just really aggravated. And I know that more people watch my Idaho videos. So I just wanted to say this in this video. I have not ever had an Idaho video that gets a lot of traffic ever flagged. I've never had it demonetized. I've never had any issues when it comes to this case in my videos going out into the algorithm, okay? Never, not once. But a lot of times, whenever I want to talk about a case that's not Idaho, YouTube flags me, even if I don't use words. You guys know how I talk, how the words that I try to use whenever I'm presenting information. So you guys know there's no reason for me to be flagged by YouTube. So whenever I put this update up yesterday, when I tell you there's no details, that's not even an exaggeration, guys. They gave us the name of the man that was arrested, his age, his photo, and that they arrested him on Wednesday. They didn't give us any other information. There was no gory details, no anything. And I tried to upload it 5 different times and it flagged every time. And I don't know why. So I just gave up. I gave up completely and I was like, okay, I'm just going to handle this tomorrow. Recorded a video about the Savannah Soto case, which will be coming probably Saturday, maybe. But then I saw that we had these documents. And so I just quickly did a video on the Idaho documents and it just posted just fine. No problems, checks completed, no issues found, no problem. Very confusing. Very weird. I don't know what's up with YouTube. I don't know why they decide to do that, but I just always in the back of my mind when I have those issues find it interesting that high profile cases that get a lot of traffic like the Idaho case, I don't have that problem with. But smaller cases like Jennifer Mendez's case or even that stupid little cheerleader who went into the bathroom and did some stuff to where her baby ended up in like the trash can, I covered that case before anyone was ever talking about it. I had videos, I showed another creator the proof of all of this. I had videos already posted and emails from YouTube not allowing me to post anything. Alexa Treviso, that chick right there. I had a video. It had the hospital stuff in it. I even went in and edited out the whole thing about them like talking about what they found in the bathroom, okay? And YouTube flagged it, wouldn't let me post it at all. Like, not just demonetized, limited. No, we're not letting you put this up. Sorry. And I just always I found that interesting. But anyway, enough of this rant about YouTube's BS. Let's get on to the actual reason why you guys are here. So as I said, I went over these documents with you guys super late last night. The link for that video will be in the description box. And now we have the actual document, which I had open already in another tab. So this states that on October 25th of 2023, the court issued an order addressing IGG DNA, an order for in-camera review that addressed the state's motion to prevent the disclosure of the investigative genetic genealogy, or IGG, information to the defense and the defense's motion to compel discovery of all information pertaining to the IGG investigation. Now, before we read this next part, the in camera does not actually mean that it's on camera being recorded. I don't know why they use that term when it physically does not involve a camera. Okay, the way that legal terms are, this is so stupid to me. Okay. It just literally means in chambers, which is almost like the opposite of what one would believe about a camera, because in camera, with a camera, would mean being recorded for viewing and to be shown to the public possibly. But in reality, it's being done in chambers very secretively, and only Judge John Judge is allowed to be looking at them at the time. Just strange verbiage, but I didn't know if everyone understood what the whole in-camera review thing meant, so I just wanted to explain it. And then it goes on to state that on November 30th, the state submitted to the court in camera all IGG information pertaining to the state's investigation from both the FBI and a private laboratory, Othram. The court has now completed its review of the information provided by the state and orders the state to discover to the defense a portion of the IGG information. The specific material to be provided is set forth in a sealed order to protect the privacy of the IGG information, including individuals on the family tree. Now, this is dated on the 11th. I'm curious. Let me go back. What does this state? Okay, this was signed on the 9th. Now, just because this document is dated like this, I wonder if it means that this is actually when everything was like discussed and finalized, or if this is just the document. Because I'm almost curious as to if the document that we went over yesterday, let me pull this one up. I'm wondering if this exhibit, what is it, J? I'm wondering if exhibit J here is the like specific materials, because the verbiage on this one is that they request discovery and inspection of all materials discoverable by defendant per the ICR and aforementioned constitutional provisions, including but not limited to the following information, evidence, and materials outlined in Exhibit J. So I'm wondering if that's the specifics that they're requesting from the state, because it's the specifics that the court told them they could ask for or that they are allowed to see, because all of this has to be like convoluted circles and circles and circles, right? So I don't know if Exhibit J is by itself, because in my video I'm like, damn, does Anne think that there's something that they're supposed to have received and they haven't gotten it? And I've mentioned this before, maybe that's why I thought about it again, but that maybe Anne is aware that there's something else they're supposed to have gotten by now and they haven't gotten it, so now she's going to be like real specific. But now I'm wondering if it has something to do with the IGG. Now, don't forget, there's another motion for the motion for dismissal, denial to be like reconsidered. That is happening on the 26th of January. And that is 2 weeks from now? Today is the 12th. So yeah, about 2 weeks. And it's going to be taking place on the freaking YouTube page. And I mentioned this in my other video that I'm just like really curious how the court system is going to be able to handle all of the traffic. Somebody who knows this, actually answer the question, okay, in the comments. If they're streaming, right, from the courthouse, and say like 100,000 people across the planet log on to YouTube to jump on that live stream and watch it, is it going to be like the courthouse servers that could maybe like overload and like malfunction from too much? Or would it be like fine because YouTube? It's all based off of YouTube. I really don't know. I'm telling you, I'm the worst millennial when it comes to tech. I don't know the answer to that, because I'm curious as to how their systems are going to be able to handle it if there's like a whole bunch of people watching. I don't know. But again, just like before, that one's also going to be half public and half private. So we're not going to hear anything. There will be no live feed at all the morning of the 26th, but we will still be able to live stream the afternoon session. And we're just going to see if any of this gets brought up. I'm so super curious as to what's being allowed to be handed over. I wonder if we're going to get anything when it comes to this. I guess we shall see. That is it, you guys. If you like the way that I present this information, please do not forget to leave a like on your way out and subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed already. See y'all.